Welcome to the video. It's been a couple of years, hasn't it? So, shall we get cracking? Where do we begin? And yes, it is my breath coming out that you can see. It is that cold. Yeah, where do we begin? I think we left talking about either the ZX7R or the 916 project. Now, if you remember back in the day when we collected the 916, we was getting everything stripped, and everything was stripped down for ready for reconditioning and rebuilding. I did make a couple of videos on the ZX7R, mainly sort of first rides. Probably see it's still there at the back. The Panigale is still here, and the 916, believe it or not, is still here and still in bits. But we'll get to that later. So we started in 2019. We managed about 8 episodes of the 916 series until the world shut down. We all know why that was. Brian at the time could still run his business because he had a Ducati workshop at the time, which was doing great. I know he hammed it up in the videos, but he was a very successful and really popular local Ducati specialist. Hence, it was a perfect team for cracking on with the 916. But he was still able to run his business, but we weren't really allowed to be together, as you know, to get filming done and get things done. It basically meant that Brian got busier and busier. The continuity of working on the 916 sort of went to the wayside. With Brian getting busier, like I say, it was more and more difficult to get together and spend some time doing the videos, and sort of the sort of commitment kind of went away, shall we say. But that's not to say that things weren't done that you've not yet seen. So Brian painted the frame, painted it gold, which we'll discuss later because it's not gold anymore, along with the wheels. As you'll have seen, we got the rear shock rebuilt, but we also had the front forks rebuilt as well, and pretty much everything was ready to get it into a rolling chassis, obviously apart from the engine, of course. Brian spent some time in the UK and time abroad, essentially searching for what it was that he wanted to do and where he wanted to do it. He could do anything he turned his mind to, really. He was that type of bloke, as well as knowing his way around an engine or two. He was into road bikes. He's quite a dab hand at motocross as well. So yeah, he wanted some space and time to think about exactly what he wanted to do. But again, that wasn't making YouTube videos about rebuilding a 916. But that all came to an end in June last year when Brian took his own life. It seems with the gifts that Brian had, there were also some demons that had finally become too much for him, and he did actually spend quite a lot of his life struggling with mental health, as quite a few people do. But despite seeking some help, just before he made that decision, despite having loads of people around that he could have turned to, he decided to make that decision. So it was a decision as to whether for me to carry on this channel and carry on working on the 916, because I think you've already gathered that my skills are more akin to team making than building motorbikes. You know, what can go wrong? We are going to carry on with the 916 build. Hopefully we'll manage to get through. I will get some help along the way, which you'll no doubt see, particularly from Nelly of Desmo Works, who's an absolute dab hand at building the odd engine and motorbike or two, which you've no doubt seen him just recently build Lamp Jobs' motard engine, and he's got so much content on his channel on rebuilds and projects that he's got going on, so he's graciously volunteered to step in and give us a hand. Before we get on to talking any more about that though, for the time being, if you ever get to a point where there's no way out, nothing left to live for, then please just talk to somebody. Even if it's not a loved one, a family member, speak to a friend, even a work colleague. Otherwise, pick up the phone. There's so many places that are out there that you can speak to, so please do. But as Brian's no longer with us now, I just wanted to put up a few of his best bits.
Can we try it?
Yeah.
Go on then, I'll let you do this, cross my fingers.
Let's go. Right, that's the bar I picked up. What do you reckon to it so far, Brian?
Got no money.
Yeah, we spent all the money.
Yeah, go on. Fucking hell, mate, that's lovely, that is. It's nothing. Pod's not open.
Is that for protection?
Indeed. Now my ears are cold. And what? Hold it just there. I've got it scared. I smell the fear out of it. One of these. On here. Don't want to damage it, so I want to reuse it. I hope that fly's going to be on the edit that's buzzing around in here. I'll let them spiders live in here for free just to keep them down. They're not doing their jobs. Alright, better that. That is now flat.
I can't actually see him.
Hey?
I can't actually see him.
You got that on sport mode because this thing's going to come flying out of here and I want it to be able to focus in where it goes. Like the golf swing setting. There you go. Sorted. That's out. I'm not happy about doing this, but never mind. Are we going, are we?
We're live.
Excellent. Now that's why I want my C-spanner. Now, this does make the edit. I won't be using this to do it back up. By that time I will have found the appropriate tool and not the one doing this at the moment, or the bloke hitting the hammer.
I'll search in the same place you.
You go on, you have a look. It's one of them's a like a chromey sort of colour. It says Olin's on it, so that would have been.
Is that any use?
Wait, what? Ah, where'd you find that? Oh,
In the engineering section.
bastard! I told you it was in the engineering section. Look, the one with Olin's stamped on it.
That's the one.
Fucking idiots. Yeah, it's good lucky you're here
I know.
with your beady eyes, and they say you're only here to do the tea.
They do say that, yeah. Now, as this video has been pretty much about the 916 project, I'll just mention a bit about where we are really. A lot has actually happened. A lot of parts have been refinished. A lot of Cerakoting going on. A bit of powder coating. Bit of painting, then Cerakoting, then powder coating on the frame, which has not gone well. It will be repainted. That's the only thing really to get redone until we can get it up to a rolling chassis. All the engine parts have been Cerakoted. A bit of welding has been done, which I'll show you probably in a different video, because this one will be dragging on by now, I expect. We'll see if we can get it built. Now originally it was going to be sort of an OEM build as much as possible. But it'll never be an original bike with it having a different frame to original. And essentially the front end is essentially a different bike to the rear end of the bike. Most of it's 94 Strada, but the front end is, I think, 96. So I could source the original parts, you know, a 94 front end, but that's not why I'm building it. So the change from gold, a gold frame, is going to be a different colour. Because that's the way I want it, simple as that. And it's not going to be anything stupid like purple, pink or green or anything like that. You know, we're not going to have purple anodised parts and that spread about. It's hopefully going to be an OEM plus sort of build. But sort of, if you think 998 with number boards, that, you know, it's probably close to what it'll be in the end result, hopefully. So as I said, we've got some part of a video film with Nelly doing the engine rebuild on the 916.
Is that we've got the casings cracked all the way through and across the top of the blind bolt hole.
I think we were short of a few bolts, so I've had a few more pit plated, ready to build another part of the engine. Basically, one head's built essentially. We need to build the other head, and then the main put the cases back together, so we can get cracking with the engine build proper. In terms of other bikes in the garage, the 1199 has been treated to a Desmo service since we've last been around. It's a bit of not TLC, just a couple of bits sorting out, which I'll probably cover in a different video. Try and get them all done in one go, which I'll chat about that. And the ZX7. That's been off the road probably 18 months, a couple of years now, because it's taken me that long to get a couple of bits refinished. So again, I won't go into detail now, but the bits are ready, and I may set off doing that now and film it for you. Obviously not in this video, in a different video. So hopefully that's a bit of an update about where we are, what's going to happen. I hope you can join me and whoever helps out in the future with the spannering on the bikes. And you never know, I might get my fingers dirty myself. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Take care. We are going to carry on with the 916 build. Hopefully we'll manage to get through. I will get some help along the way, which you'll no doubt see, particularly from Nelly of Desmo Works, who's an absolute dab hand at building the odd engine and motorbike or two, which you've no doubt seen him just recently build Lamb Chops' Hypermotard engine, and he's got so much content on his channel on rebuilds and projects that he's got going on. So he's graciously volunteered to step in and give us a hand.